The two other people that I want to thank, we would not be here today without, are the governor and the mayor, whose support, I think, are incredible as our performance has been in terms of selling over 1,000 new tickets in the last 100 days. The governor and the mayor's support is unparalleled, I think, in terms of the cities and states. The mayor's here today. He is a fantastic spokesman for the city, a fantastic spokesman for the team. He's enthusiastic. He has a vision for the city, and the Hornets are really glad to be part of that vision. So please help me welcome Mayor Mitch Landrieu.
Oh man, I'm in. I'm thrilled to be here, and Hugh, it's great to see you. Jack, thank you for that kind introduction. Del Demps and I had a chance to talk a minute ago, and I'll tell you about what great offer he just made to us. And of course, Coach Monty Williams, you guys are doing a great job, and I appreciate it. You know, if you think about it, the first decade of the 21st century, right, 2000 through 2010, 9/11. Katrina, Rita, Ike, Gustav, the BP oil spill, the national recession, locusts. They're coming. We have been through a lot of stuff, right? We've been to hell and back, and the people of New Orleans are still standing, right? We have been through thick and thin together, and during that entire time, nobody ever thought way back in the day that we would have an NBA franchise in New Orleans. As I look around, I was teasing Harold. Harold was one of the first people to touch the ground when George Shinn came many, many years ago. And so when the state of Louisiana decided to really go after an NBA team, we actually built an arena without a team, spent $114 million in cash to build that palace that you guys play in, on hope and in faith, on a confidence that the people of the city of New Orleans could deliver. And you can imagine how tough it was when George asked Commissioner Stern to come in with all the owners. Billy Hines is sitting right there. He was in the meeting where we actually had to convince them that New Orleans could punch higher than its weight. And we told them that if you brought a team here, we would do everything that we could to keep it. And we told the people of the city at that time, this is your team. If you want it, you got to do what is necessary to keep it. And so we've been through tough times. But this is not the toughest problem that we have been challenged with, or the toughest one to overcome. That is why I am 100% confident that we are going to get this done. I can tell you that Jack and Hugh, this entire team has been on this like gravy on rice. I personally have spoken with Commissioner Stern numerous times. He is absolutely committed to keeping this team in the city of New Orleans, but we've got to do our part, and it's not that complicated. You got to put people in the seats. You got to buy the tickets. We have to sell sponsorships. You get those two things done and take it to the bank, we're going to have a local owner. So we not only want to keep the team here, we want it owned by the people of New Orleans and by an ownership team here. And I am really thrilled at the news today that we're outselling tickets for every other team in America. We're at 9,007, which means you know, and I know, we're going to hit 10,000, right? Right? We're more than halfway home, and we got a little bit to go. And so I just want to, reiterate to the people of New Orleans how incredible the Hornets have been for us. I mean, the economic impact of this team is $150 million a year. I can't tell you how important it is when we're doing economic development to have a world-class team like the Hornets in our city. And on top of that, they continue to give back, not just to take. And so they're in Hoops for Homes. They helped to stage the 2008 All-Star Game, and we're going to get another one, right, Jack? Talk to the commissioner about that. They're working on Read to Achieve, Books to Bugs, Summer Hoops clinics. Hornets and CP3 have built 11 playgrounds, right? And the general manager, my friend Del, my new best friend, right, said, Mitch, what you need to do is let us help you teach the coaches how to coach the kids as you try to reinvigorate the NORD program. So I accept your offer, Coach, and I thank you very much for that, the general manager. And so, as we take another step towards where we know we're going, it's really important that we keep up the fight. We got a little bit of a ways to go. We have to kind of put our shoulder to the wheel. 10,000 really is the minimal number. We actually need more than that. We lock that down. We do well with the sponsorships. This team is going to be in New Orleans forever. It's going to be owned by New Orleans people, and everybody in America will be in. God bless y'all, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Landrieu. Our next guest is responsible for putting the pieces together for a team that gave the two-time defending champs all they could handle a year ago. And in fact, he is back in New Orleans after scouting in Lithuania. Please welcome General Manager Del Demps.
Thank you. Thank you guys for all coming out here tonight. I mean, this has been an incredible summer. Just meeting a bunch of you guys at this 100 events. I've been having a blast. And the thing I'll tell you is we're committed to putting the team on the court for you. And when you come to the Hive, and when the Hive is buzzing, and when it's buzzing, it's like when the playoffs were here last year, and you walk in the arena 2 hours before the game, and you see all the T-shirts sitting on the chairs. And then about 30 minutes before the game, you see the people coming in, and you can feel that buzz. You go in the club lounge, you walk around the arena, people are talking. And then right before a tip-off, when the national anthem starts, and the people are on their feet, and it's just loud. Once the jump ball starts, that's what we're here for. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to put a team out there that you can be proud of. A team when you come to the Hive, when you come to the arena, when you leave, you can't wait to get back. You can't wait to tell your friends. And like I said, we have 9,007 tickets sold, and we're trying to get to 10,000. And we're close, but we're not there yet. But we're committed to keep going and keep pushing, and that's where we need your help. And we need you to help take us to that next level to get to 10,000 season tickets sold, because that's the benchmark right now. And from the basketball side, we're committed. You know, I just came back from Lithuania, and you know, one of our scouts told us that there's this kid you have to go watch, you have to go see him play. And so I went on this one deep road, and it was raining, and the road was out, so I made a little turn, and navigation took me here. There were no lights, and I was getting there to watch this kid play, and I was doing that for you guys. And I ended up in some old Lithuanian woman's driveway. And so I made a U-turn, I finally got there, and the coach didn't play the kid. But I was doing it for you guys. I just want to let you guys know that, because we're trying to get a team here that you guys can all be proud of. And so I went back the next day, and I drove 3 hours, and the coach played him. And so, but I just want to let you guys know, we're not going to stop. We're going to scout, we're going to look, we're going to find the players that you can be proud of. It's very important to us, the type of people that we put on the team. We want high-character guys that can represent the city. We want guys that you can be proud of, guys you can root for, and guys that you can call your own. And so we're committed to getting that team here for you. We thank you guys. We're going to keep pushing to get 10,000. We want to keep this team here, and I know we can all do it as a group thing. And so thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Del. Our next guest actually is counting on all of that working so that you can make him look better on the court as well. A guy that we love him so much, not just because he's one of the best young coaches in the game of basketball, but because he's more than just about coaching. And he's kind of immersed himself in his new community after returning from South Africa, where he was a large part of the Basketball Without Borders program. Please welcome Hornets playoff coach, Monty Williams.
I just like getting out and meeting you all in these events this summer. They've given me an opportunity to entrench myself into the lives of the people in New Orleans personally. And I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart, from my wife and my family, because you guys have helped me to be comfortable in a city and know that I'm not only loved and supported, but I'm a part of it. And that means a lot to somebody like me, because you know, having played in the league, I've bounced around to a number of teams, and when you bounce around, you don't feel like you're supported, or you don't feel like you ever fit in. And I've felt like I've fit into this community from day one. And it doesn't matter if I'm in the 9th Ward or Old Metairie or Pierre Par, or even yesterday down in Venice, I was fishing. Lindsay and I were down there fishing, and I was getting some lessons from some Hornets fans on the water yesterday. That's cool. But it just shows the passion that you all have for the team. It shows the support. and we love that. And I've said it before, this is not a stepping stone job for me. This is where I want to be. We're committed to this city. My wife and I bought a house here because we want to raise our kids here. Our kids love their school. They have a number of friends here that they've already labeled as best friends. I don't know how they do that in 2 days, but that's my kids. And, you know, I want to make you all proud the same way I want to make Hugh and Dell proud. I feel like Hugh's put a level of confidence in me that most folks haven't shown in me, besides Greg Popovich and Nate McMillan. And having been under those guys for a while, I understand the importance of being a part of the city, not only trying to win a championship for the city, but being an asset to the society that you live in. And not only do I want to make Hugh proud on the court, but I want to make him proud off the floor. And my wife and I, we're committed to doing that any way we can. And so we're close with the ticket sales, but we're not where we want to be. And I just want to feel the same way that other coaches feel when I go to LA or when I go to Portland. And I walk out there and there's 18,000 people already screaming and saying some things to me that I can't say on camera. But it's a great advantage. And Dell brought it up. The Lakers series, there was nothing like that. And I've been in a number of sporting events, and that was the coolest thing that I felt in sports. Not only winning games, but just knowing you guys were behind me and the team, that was a pretty cool feeling. And there were a few times where, you know, if I'd have taken a few Tylenol and a few Advil and Aleve and maybe a cortisone shot, I probably would have gotten out there and played, because it was such a cool atmosphere. But that's what we want, and our guys fed off of that, but we want it every night, and we need you all to help us do that. And so I know we're going to have some more events. I didn't even talk this over with Hugh or Harold, but you know, I'm willing to be a part of this and maybe have one of you, if we do a raffle or something like that, you can come into my home and ask me questions and talk basketball. So how we work that out, I'm not sure. Maybe we have a raffle. You can wash my truck. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but it's our commitment. We got to do this together. That's the only way it's going to work. Dell and I came from an organization that won 4 championships, and we did it together in a city. And I feel the same thing, the same feel, the same look in your eyes. I know the passion you have. I believe and I know that we can do it here. So God bless you all, and thank you for coming out.
Thank you very much, Monty Williams. At this time, we are going to allow members of the media to go one-on-one in your interview session.